Hey everyone, it's me, I'm a Game Nerd here, bringing you my chapter review for Bleach Chapter 5:27. Now this chapter, it's an okay one. This is sort of a troll from Kubo, but it's not like his old trolls. Where in the past, Kubo, as we all know, would troll his fanbase, the readers, by thinking he kills off a character, puts them like in situations where yeah that guy is dead, but turns out he survived. Now I'm going to go into why he actually did that later on, but this time he did it to where it looks like he killed a character who shouldn't have been killed off just yet. Now a lot of this fight, like for the first half of it, it's been a lot of monologues where it picks up right where the last chapter left off, where Kenpachi has stabbed Unohana in her neck, and he's like, "Don't die," and he screams out, "Don't die," and Unohana monologues about his life, pretty much it looks like. But I actually should this, and then another voice pops and says, "I'm the one who's helped you for all of your battles, and this is his Sanpak Toe." And then we go, and then that's the first half of this chapter. Then the second half, now this is going to be some build up to some good development for Ichigo. Basically, him and Rinji have been in that area for 3 days. Now Rinji managed to pass. However, with Ichigo, yeah, he got his ass served. His ass was handed to him. And which, honestly, does this sort of feel like a troll on how it's like Ichigo is much stronger than Rinji, and yet Rinji's the one who managed to. It just feels pretty weird to me. And then basically, but that whole thing's made up for this. What's gonna happen next? Basically, the guy who created Sanpak-to, whose name I cannot for the life of me remember, kicks Ichigo out of Soul Society. He says, "Never come back here, because you're now a human, you don't have a Sanpak-to." Now, this could be multiple things. I have a feeling we might start seeing Ichigo unlock his Quincy, gain his more of his Quincy powers before he fully gains back his Shinigami power, well, Sanpak-to mainly. I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen. We're going to see some good development for Ichigo after this. Now that's the summary of the chapter. Well, I always stated that. Alright, I am not it is not a good idea in my opinion to kill off Unohana right now. And here is the reason why. First of all, Squad 4, a squad focused on healing, has lost their captain. And now there's Byakuya can't fight anymore, so which means Squad 6 doesn't have their captain anymore. The squad that Kirikou was on the captain of, he's now the head captain, so which means he's now the captain of Squad 1, so which means that spot is open. And now Unohana says, so Squad 4 is open. We have 3 open spots for captains. While one of them has just been promoted, that's the thing. They're going to, if they need to combat the Quincy's, they barely survive with freaking all 13 captains. They barely survived that battle, and yet now they have 3 less captains. This is going to be problematic, especially the fact that the captain of the medical squad is dead. Second, we don't exactly still know what Unohana's Bankai was. What the fuck was that thing? It's just, hopefully, like, I am not a fan of fake deaths, but I hope this one is an exception to where it's a fake death, to where Unohana will just still fight. Well, Unohana's not dead, she survived that, and we'll see her fight in the future. Now, as I said earlier in this review, the reason why we've had those moments in Bleach where like why Hitsugaya somehow survived those one shots from Aizen twice, and why Byakuya somehow survived that Quincy. Basically, Kubo's editors, the same thing could be applied to Kishimoto and maybe Oda. But I have heard Oda is actually in charge of his editors. Editors, basically, they're more so the ones who make the final changes to it, and they are more so act as the boss of the mangaka. Now, the editors force. Now I hear Hitsugaya was supposed to die during Soul Society arc, but the editors forced Kubo to keep him alive because due to his popularity. Same thing happened with Byakuya. That's the reason why. It's these editors' fault. The mangakas aren't really trolls themselves. Well, I guess we could call Hiro, but Hiro Mashima, you are much more than a normal troll. It's all your fault. Reason why Fairy Tail sucks right now. But yeah, that is the reason. Overall, my thoughts on this chapter, I have to give this Bleach chapter a 6 out of 10. Was not a fan of Unohana dying, sadly, but what this is building up to with Ichigo could be some good development, and we might get to see like some Quincy powers of him. But in my opinion, it'd be best to take a break from both Kenpachi and Ichigo and focus on something else, like Uryu, where we should see what we need to know what he's been doing. That, in my opinion, is who we should focus on next. But anyways, I'm Game Nerd signing out.